Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, it's time to continue playing some more Asphalt 8, and today, as you can see on the title and on the thumbnail, we're gonna be testing a Ferrari? What? DBT is driving a Ferrari? Oh yeah, I'm driving one of my favorite Ferraris, that being the Ferrari FXX Evoluzione. Now, I've said before that I really like the look of the Enzo Ferrari, and this car was based upon that, so of course I like it too. It's a more racy version of the car, but still a really cool looking one. Now, it doesn't have the big classic wing that I would expect in normal racing cars. Instead, it has those tiny little winglet thingies on top of the exhaust. I don't understand. I don't care. It looks cool. So let's test it out in multiplayer. Of course, we're gonna do it in classic season so that we get matched against opponents of about the same rank. So let me activate my boosters and proceed to do some races. Let the record show we're in race number 73. You know, I always do sequential races. Now, if you're a newer player, if you're very old... Okay, let me retry that again. If you're a very new player, you may not know this, but this car used to be one of the cars that you would get for credits. In fact, I don't know if you still can. I don't know, because obviously I bought it a very long time ago, so by now it's impossible for me to check if it's being sold for credits, fusion coins, or what. But yeah, this was one of the starting Class A cars in the game for a very long time, and it was a bad one at that. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Normally the starting cars for any of the classes tend to be bad, and this was no exception. It wasn't super terrible. In fact, it was kind of fun because it had some really good handling, but terrible acceleration. No, excuse me. I don't know about the acceleration. I don't know how it was back then, but it had terrible nitro duration. Nowadays, seems to be similar. Not great nitro. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not great nitro duration, and it handles really nice. Like, it really does. Maybe it's not as sensitive as it used to be with the handling, but it still drives very good. And look at that, at first place. To be fair, I did start at the front, so that's how I got a W. But hey, I'll take it for the first race. Alright, so we raced against a ZR1, 4GTs on the R, a Via con the Tronca, a Senza, 4GT MK2, Nismo, oh, this poor car. Another FXX Evoluzione and a Grand Sport Vitesse. Alright, look at that. So it is very fun for me to test out this car again and figure out what it can do. I don't know, I think it took me a while to pro this car. I don't think I pro'd it while it was the bad car that I was talking about. I think I only pro'd it after, because back then it was kind of expensive. I mean, they're much more expensive by now, but it was expensive to upgrade these cars. And especially since, you know, for when I was a beginner in the game, yeah, it was difficult. But, oh Jesus, no, don't push me, buddy, don't push me. Oh Jesus, come on, don't fail me, nice. Yeah, so back in the day, when I had this car and I used it a little bit in multiplayer, when it was a bad car, I just didn't have enough resources to be upgrading cars left and right. So I never pro'd it. It was expensive to do so. Obviously by now it's much more expensive, but you know, nowadays you do have more ways to get fusion coins and all of that. Back when I had this car, and this I'm talking about like 2 years or so, yeah, it was still for fusion coins to take it to pro, but fusion coins were harder to get. The prices weren't as high, but at least now you get fusion coins for ads. I know it's a big topic and all of that. We got another W, which is kind of nice. Be it a 4GT Mark IIs on the R01 con the Tronca. Oh, look at that, even an Independence Edition, Evoluzione. Jesus, that's a lot of good cars over here. Alright, cool. Is it me or the volume of the game is a little low? Maybe I have to adjust it a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, confirmed, the volume was too low. Sorry about that. Now you should be able to hear the vrooms. And man, what great vrooms this car has. It has those very, I'm willing to say F1-ish type of vrooms. It sounds really good. Just listen to this. It has the same type of vrooms that the Apollo Densa Emozione has, and I love it for it. But yeah, so overall from when I'm testing the car, it actually seems to be performing pretty well. Now, I've said it 1 in a million times that I am very subjective. I'm bad at trying to review a car and, oh, the acceleration is better than... No, I'm bad at that. So my quote-unquote reviews, which aren't really reviews, are very... Could you stop pushing me? Are very come on! As I was saying, they're very subjective. Well, somehow... So this is why I say that I don't cherry pick races, because when random garbage like this happens, you know, you just gotta accept it for what it is. Anyway, trying to finish my idea, for Christ's sake. My reviews are very subjective. So I'm not gonna say like, oh look, this car is 25% faster. Nah. I don't know. So far it feels okay. Okay, Zonda R 4 GT Mark II. Look at that. This was such a mess that the Zonda R, widely accepted not great car at not pro rank won. This is how messy this entire race was. Okay, let's just move on and try to make sense of what I was trying to say. Jeez. New race. Perfectly focused DVT. Now I will make sense of what I'm trying to say, because before I made zero sense because I was too distracted getting knocked down. Yeah, I don't know how good or bad this car is. I only can tell you what I feel this car is. And so far it feels quite alright. It's normally the case where if you start at the very front of the race, so long as you drive okay, you can keep your first place, and that is the situation in this, and I think in the first race too. But I am making I'm getting a little bit of distance, I think, so I seem to be doing alright. Now, the Nitro does seem a little bit weak, but it seems to be better than that of its, what would you say, the base car, the Enzo Ferrari, because I've driven that also. I have an MP tune for, even though it's in this same bracket when it's at Pro, I have an MP tune for 1680. And yeah, the Nitro seems to be a bit worse. Over here, it's not bad Nitro, to be completely honest. Oh, Jesus. And look at that. Am I gonna get another W? See? Once DBT focus, he actually can get some decent results. Sometimes, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. But listen to those drums. I tell you, this thing sounds like a dream. Oh yeah. Okay, so what did we beat this time? Another Evoluzione, Pagani Zonda R, Veyron, Aston Martin 177, interesting, and a Nismo, poor Nismo, I tell you. This thing is waiting so hard for it to be rebalanced. One day, Nismo, one day, don't worry. Now, I had queued up for the next race, but then I realized I should probably change the color of the car, and I might as well show you the colors available for it. It has obviously several. This is the default red color. You have dark blue, very dark blue. You have black, yellow, which is very Ferrari to me. White, it looks kind of dope in white. It kind of deletes the middle. Well, you can see it's different tones, right? But still, the middle line is barely visible. But at the same time, that makes it look kind of cool, in my opinion. You got a different tone of red, you got silverish, and you have this blue that I actually like quite a bit. Now, if we look at the decals, it does have some cool decals. This one is very simple, just some lines in the middle. More variation of lines in the middle, this type of decal that I don't like. You have these lines. I'm actually gonna switch it to red so that we can see it on the red color. This one, you've seen this one in several cars before. It kind of looks nice. I kind of like it, except that the entire back is black. This one I do like. You might think, why? It doesn't look so interesting. Oh, because it's partly red, and then the rest you can change the color of. Look at that. So you can do blue and red. It looks very cool. Kind of sad that it's token only, so I'm not gonna get that. This one looks very cool too. I like it. But again, same problem with the tokens. But I like the fade out to black on the back. This one looks kind of nice-ish when you have it either like this or like this. You have it in any other color and it looks like a mess with the black and white and all of that. So I only like it in those two colors. You have this one. And finally, this one for tokens, which I don't like much either. So overall, not a huge fan of the available liveries other than the one with the two colors. So let's go with the white FXX Evoluzione just because I think it looks cool. Now, by the time I'm recording this video, the Valentine's multiplayer season thingy already ended. The one that was with the Mini. It ended, and I'm glad for it, because a lot of people seem to have been participating on that thing in order to get their fusion coins or whatever, and a lot of the brackets were very empty, including this one. But now that NPC's, oh Jesus Christ, that NPC season is over, then we got populated lobbies again, and I like it. I'm definitely like it. Alright, so we started a little bit on the back of it there. Let's see if we can come back. That is if that Veyron doesn't, oh Jesus Christ, oh Jesus, I'm so sorry. I was about to say, if that Veyron doesn't try to knock me down or something, and then there comes DBT and knocks the guy down. Get out of the way. switching to perfect nitro just to try to keep. Oh, rip! I don't think that was a knockdown. I don't think the other guy had time to touch him, so I don't know what that was. But we're in a good position, although we're running out of nitro. Can we? Oh, Jesus. Let's pick this one up. Get some nitro back. Please crash. Jesus, he was doing so many spins. It's fine, it's fine. You don't need to crash, but it would be nice if you did. Come on, come on. Come on! Alright, it's me who's hitting all of the walls. Well done, DBT. But hey, second place! Nice recovery starting from like a 5th or 6th. I don't even know where it started, but hey, not too terrible. I'm telling you, this car, it's actually proving to be pretty useful. Idle Design 01, ZR1, Veyron, Zonda, and Mark II, but that one disconnected. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Look at it. Looks so pretty and white. If you're enjoying this video so far, even if the first 5 minutes were a bit of a mess because I was completely unfocused on what I was trying to say, why don't you hit the like button? I appreciate it. It helps the channel. It helps everybody. And it's free, so please do it. And I also take the opportunity to chill a little bit. The HOVAC, the House of Room Challenge. Oh, wait, House of Room Asphalt Challenges. There we go. That's it, the name. In case you don't know, sometime a little bit ago, I announced the HOVAC, which is the competition that we're doing. Friendly competition organized in our Discord server, the House of Rooms, link is in the description, where, you know, we're doing some races in quick race and trying to do like time trials, sometimes without boosters, sometimes with boosters, different ranks, different maps and all of that. Because, you know, let's face it, the game has been in a very boring state for the past couple months, with very few new cars. Then you got the gambling simulator, not even simulator because you're actually gambling, with the treasure rush and all of that. So not a lot of interesting happening. The TLEs are just back in rotation, so not a lot of interesting things happening in the game. So we kind of had to create our own competition, and it's really cool to see people participating in it. And the best three laps get featured in the Monday videos. So yeah, why don't you participate? Link is in the description. Check it out. So what happened in this race? I got beaten by one of the kings, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Year of the Rabbit Edition. But we beat 2 Veyrons, 1 Mark II, 01, ZR1, Zonda R, and another Veyron. Okay, I'm telling you, it's not doing bad. And now, as I was talking about the lobbies being, you know, filled out pretty quick, we're just waiting here for this one to fill up. So, just gonna twiddle my thumbs a little bit while this thing get more players or something. Okay, one more person joined, and at least we got 4 players total, so we actually get to play a little bit. That's something. But man, what happened? We were getting some very full lobbies, and now we're just scraping for some players, huh? It's fine. Let's see. I see a Zonda. I see a Bugatti Veyron. I'm in 2nd position. Let's see if I can keep it. Starting with triple nitro for the acceleration, and then switching to perfect nitro to try to make it last as long as possible. Yeah, you can see that I can steer better than the Veyron can. That's not saying much, because the Veyron is quite of a little bit of a boat. So saying that you can steer better than the Veyron is not necessarily saying like, oh wow, it's amazing. All it means is that at least it's not as bad. That's all it means. But maybe that allowed me to overtake him, and now look at me on 1st place again. DBT kicking butts based on luck, really. I'm not trying to gloat or anything, but another 1st place. Oh yeah, baby. Man, this Ferrari is bringing me luck. What can I say? Maybe Ferrari's trying to make peace with me or something. I don't know. Alright, we beat the Zonda R, the Veyron, and a ZR1, which used to be a king of this bracket, I think. Was it ever a king? I don't know. We have to test it at some point, but I think it's time to change the color of our car too. Now, I don't know a whole lot about Ferrari, you know it. I'm not a big Ferrari guy by any means, but I do know that for Enzo Ferraris, the actual person, Enzo Ferrari, the last car that he signed off on, if that's how you say it, was the F40. That was the very last official Enzo approved Ferrari. I wonder if he would have liked the car that was named after him, the Enzo Ferrari, which, like I said, is the non-racy version of this car that I'm driving right now. It's based on that. So I wonder if Mr. Enzo Ferrari would have liked the Enzo Ferrari car. I don't know, just a thought. It's quite the thing to call a car the name of the founder, you know, because that would mean it's the ultimate Ferrari in this case. Imagine if there was a Lamborghini called the Ferruccio, because you know it was Ferruccio Lamborghini, so you would have a Ferruccio, Lamborghini Ferruccio. That would have to be quite the Lamborghini, right? So I don't know. I just one of those shower thoughts that I have. Will I get another first place, baby? Okay, beating a ZR1, the Forzilla P1. Oh, what an interesting card that is. The Veyron 4GT, ZR1, and a Zonda R. Okay, look at this. I'm telling you, I'm getting some luck with this Ferrari. Now, here's another thought I just had. I think I'm just looking out on getting very short tracks. We've done a bunch of Munich, a bunch of Rio de Janeiro. We haven't done something like Tokyo or Iceland. So, and I said that is luck because, again, if this car doesn't have great nitro, it really, you know, benefits from racing in short tracks because the race is over soon, so you don't have as much opportunity to run out of nitro as if you were doing one of those long races. So I don't know. Food for thought. Now that's another FXX right in front of me. Okay, I thought it was gonna take that bottle. Oh, could you decide which pillars you want? Okay, he's doing a good job of keeping the nitro, so... Nice, he's gonna run out of nitro, come on. He's got to run out of nitro soon. Yep, there it is, he ran out. And so did I, but I took the lead. Yeah, baby! I mean, GG. GG, everybody. I'm telling you, I think that's what's happening. I'm just being really lucky on getting races in short tracks. And yeah, the FXX Evoluzione, the Camaro Independence Edition, McLaren F1. I've been thinking of getting that car, honestly. The Poor Nismo, and another Independence Edition, but that one disconnected. Jesus Christ. Alright, if you're curious to know what is the acceleration of this car, this is the best race to do it. Because the only 3 opponents I have in this race, all of them are Camaro Independence Edition. So let's triple tap and let's see how good or how bad does my acceleration compare to theirs. You know that it's the Camaro's acceleration is really strong. I think the only one that is better in Class A is that of the Porsche Rabbit Edition. But still, if it's somewhat on par with this, with the Camaro, that would be amazing for the Ferrari. But honestly, I don't think so. And besides, I'm starting at the back of the pack, so... Well, I mean, I'll say I'm still behind. It's not that I out-accelerated anybody, but I wasn't expecting to do so. But the fact that I'm not super far behind, that is already okay for me. And look, if we can beat any of these dudes, I'll be fine. Because again, let's remember that the Camaro Independence Edition is the king, one of the 2 kings of Class A at the moment. So beating them makes me and my car look good. I'm legit thinking that this car is actually pretty good. Ah! Okay, I messed up a little bit. It's fine. We still got a 2nd place, which again, not too bad, all things considered. Yeah, I think this car is surprisingly good. Yep, there it is. Look at that. Look at that. And I was only 300 milliseconds behind. No, wait a second. It's a full second and 300 milliseconds. Okay, it's still close enough. Close enough, I'll say. Let's change the color for one last. We got 2 Camaros, 1 Forzilla, and an Evija. Let's see how we do. And yeah, I switched back to, well, not switch back, switch to yellow. Because like I said, to me, yellow, it's very Ferrari. I don't know. I know that Ferrari has that whole thing of the Ferrari, you mother lover! Has that whole thing of the Ferrari red. But I don't know. I think Ferrari, I think yellow. What can I say? Yeah, granted, the red is also very iconic of Ferrari, but I don't know. Yellow just seems to fit very well in my head with Ferraris. Can I overtake this Evija, please? Running out of nitro. Running out of nitro. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, the Evija has a crazy nice nitro. I mean, not straight up broken nitro, but still pretty good from what I can remember. And I only got 1 spin. Come on. Oh, did he crash? Oh, wreck. I mean, rip. He wrecked. I mean, oh, R.I.P. All right. Let me guess. The Camaro was the first place, wasn't it? Yes, of course it was. Of course it was. Who would have known that broken OP car is broken OP? Who would have known? I don't know what to say. We're again in Dubai. It's like the game is rotating the short tracks for me. Thank you, game. For once, you want to be cool to me. And it had to be with a Ferrari. Of course it had to be with a Ferrari, right? What about when I'm showing Lamborghinis? No. But Ferrari, yeah. Let's make it nice. Let's put him in first place even. Although that Veyron just out-accelerated me. And I messed up that. All right, that was completely on me. Oh my. You know, sometimes crap happens, and sometimes you cause that crap. So that was my fault. I accept the responsibility. I accept the fault on that. So it's alright. It's to show that, you know, even people with amazing skills can make mistakes from time to time. Now I don't know who I'm talking about because I definitely don't have amazing skills, but point stands still. Everybody makes mistakes, and so do I. And why not? Fourth place. It's fine. I don't need the points anyway. Who cares? Come on. All right. So what was that I know it was a Veyron. Got the first place, Sevilla and Zonda R. Okay, fine. Whatever. See if I care. It's all. Oh, did I forget to hit replay? Okay, fine. Okay, here we go. We got Nevada. Not too long, not too short. It's fine. And in fact, since I already had to go to the main menu because I forgot to click on replay, I changed the color of the car and I bought that one livery that I like that you can buy for credit. So here we go. The one that I said that it only looks good if you have the car in black or in white, that one. And I made my car white, and now it looks pretty dope, I think. I want to say that it does, all right? Okay, that was totally intended, Speed trick, sure. Okay, you know what? Normally you don't take this jump because it slows you down, but I need the nitro, so. But yeah, I think this does show a little bit that the nitro situation for this car, it's very precarious. Not incredibly impossible to deal with, but precarious. And that did push me just enough for me to take the jump a little bit too high and slow me down. That's fine. I suppose you could consider that a strat. I call it being an anti-friendly guy. Yes. Totally didn't want to say. Totally. All right, Evia, Aperta, Ferrari versus Ferrari. These two poor guys were underranked, so it doesn't really count. All right, fine. Hey, there we go. I wanted a long track, right? Well, I got it. We're in Terra 9. Now, there's a Camaro Independence Edition, a ZR1, and a Lotus Evija. All of them 1772, which in theory makes them quote-unquote kings. At least the Camaro is. The Evija and the ZR1 not so much, but let's see how we fare over here. Like I said, a bit of a problem because it's a longer track, thus my nitro duration is really gonna start affecting me pretty badly. That is, if I don't manage to somehow keep my nitro going. But let's hope that I can and I don't mess it up too hard and crash somewhere. Oh, wait a second, what a lead I just took! Maybe, if I really don't mess it up too hard, I might be able to get away with a W in a long track with a car that apparently doesn't have amazing nitro. And that will prove my absolute dominance over the track. Yeah, right. At least it'll show that I get lucky sometimes, and sometimes I actually can drive okay. Sometimes, just sometimes. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this go. I'm gonna go down here because there's a bunch of nitro. And the handling should allow me to take this one, yeah. So, depending on the car that you're driving, sometimes you cannot, those 3 nitro bottles, sometimes you cannot take the one in the middle because you're not able to steer towards it. But this thing steers good enough where it's able to do it. And look at that. Oh yeah, first place with my fancy livery in my fancy Ferrari FXX Evoluzione. What a beauty of a car. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Ferrari, but this is one of the ones that I like the most. So there you have it. Anyway, why don't you check this video where I tested the Ferrari, or maybe check this other video that YouTube thinks that you will be interested in watching. But that's all for right now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.